Well, hey there. I hope everybody's having a good day. Sorry, I just got distracted a little bit from the birds over there. Well, y'all, I've had a somewhat productive day, I guess. I've been busy out in the yard. Here comes Lightning, little Lightning kitty. Um, I wish you could see. It looks so much better in person. I mean, on here, it's like all you can see is all this brown looking stuff. That's the areas of the grass that doesn't really seem to grow, and I've put soil on top of those areas to try to hopefully see if maybe it'll help the grass grow. I don't know. But I came out here this morning and I pulled up weeds. I got out my grass clippers to go around some of the edging and stuff where the grass grows up and you can't get to it with the little mower thing I've got. Excuse me. And I got out the mower and I mowed the grass because in the places where the grass was growing, it was actually getting kind of high. And I mean, you could really see the difference between where there is grass and where there's not. So I went around and kind of cleaned all that up, and it actually looks really good. I mean, I thought about showing you, but I put a bunch of dang rooster food out in the yard because that dang rooster was back over there slamming his head into the sliding glass door. And I mean, it might be because he wants me to give him food. Sorry, all the traffic. But I think more than anything, what it is when he walks up on that patio, that porch, whatever you want to call it, patio. Um, I think he's seeing his own reflection in the sliding glass door. And so he's trying to fight that rooster that he's seeing, which is himself. But he doesn't know that. And so I think that's what it is. I think he is like seeing that reflection of himself and he's like, whoa, who's this guy? And so he's like slamming his head in there trying to fight this non existent rooster. Or it exists, but it's him. I think, yeah. Yeah, these guys were next door at the little empty bungalow. I guess my landlady was having them like look at the air conditioner in there or something, and I guess they're going to come back tomorrow and service it or something. I don't know. Anyway, I talked about maybe getting mine cleaned. It's like it's working fine, but I mean, as hot as it's been, I have been running it a lot more, and so I don't know if it's about to not work so great. And I thought, well, if they're over here, I don't know if they're going to do mine tomorrow or not, but I guess I'll see. But God, those roosters are like going crazy over there. Right at the moment, there's a really nice breeze, which is very welcomed because lately it has just been still. So with the high temperatures and no breeze or anything out here, it's like stagnant hot air. And it's not much of a breeze, not much at all. I mean, you can probably see by the plants and everything, they're not even moving. So it's like really barely anything at all. But any little bit helps and counts, in my opinion. So yeah, I've been busy doing a lot of stuff. I did some cleaning. Sorry, y'all. I tell you, I picked this time of day to come out here because the sun is starting to go down. But it's also the very time of day when there's, 150,000 freaking people going by on scooters and cars and all of that. But that's just life, I don't worry about it too much. Hopefully, y'all don't care. And it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah, I was getting a lot of stuff done. I've got everything cleaned up in the house. I finally went out today. I was going up to go get ice. And I was going past the pet store and I saw the delivery truck delivering stuff. And I was like, oh, please let it be the cat litter. He's been telling me for a month that that cat litter was going to be there soon. And he's just not had it, not had it. And so I've been very sparingly using what little tiny bit that I had. I've been trying to very sparingly use it. And I ended up having to buy a couple of bags that were not my typical litter that I like, but it was like I ran out because it's been so long. I just don't understand why he doesn't. It's like if you see you're getting low on stock of something that you know is a big seller, because he's even told me everybody loves this litter. It's so good. I mean, it really is such a good litter that he sells out of it. Well, knowing that, you would think that he would order it like way in advance. When he sees, okay, I've only got 10 bags of this left, I better go ahead and order it, because it usually takes a long time before they actually fill the order. But for some reason, he waits until he runs out to order it. And then it's like, and then you're sitting there waiting, and he keeps saying, oh, it'll be here tomorrow, Wednesday, Saturday, next week, next month. It's like it just keeps going on. And it's like, But when I went by and I saw that truck, I was like, cool. So I went home, I took my stuff home, did some things around here, and then went back up there later. And fortunately, yes, they had delivered it finally. So I got 2 bags of that stuff, 2 of the 10-liter bags, put it in the back of my bike basket. And I'm glad it's a short trip. I can't believe that I used to actually carry 2 10-liter bags of cat litter in the back basket with other stuff all the way from the far end of town to here. Because, I mean, it's very difficult to ride the bike with that much weight on the back. And it shakes and shimmies and everything. It's very unstable. And that's why I asked this guy to please start selling that cat litter, because for a while he didn't have that kind. He had other brands and other stuff, and I was like, well, this is the good one. I took him like an empty bag that I had, and I said, can you get this? And he was like, okay. And so ever since then, he's been carrying it, which has been so helpful to me, because I was having to go all the way into the other end of town to get that stuff. And I never knew if they would even have it once I got down there. So there were times I went all the way down there to get some, and they'd be sold out of it, and I'd end up not even getting it anyway. But fortunately, he usually sells it. Dang, y'all, this is horrible, this traffic right now. Oh, God. But anyway, luckily he does try to get it into stock. It's just, I wish he would just be better about ordering it and keeping it in stock. But thankfully I've got some now that will last me a little bit. I still try to use it sparingly, but like when I go to do a deep clean of the litter boxes, where I dump everything out and I scrub it all down and actually, clean it, not just scoop it. It takes one of those bags to fill the 2 litter boxes that I have, because I've got 2 litter boxes in there. So it takes like half a bag for one and half a bag for the other when you're starting brand new, which it's not been that long since I did it, so I don't need to do that right away, so that hopefully this lasts a little while. But anyway, I don't know how I got off on the cat litter thing. I think I was just talking about the things I got done today. And if all goes well, tonight I'm going to be Skyping with my sister, because we haven't done that in a long time. And it's one of those things where I have to really be prepared for it, because she and I, when we get onto a Skype call, we usually will talk a minimum of 5 hours. No joke. And I mean, we don't even realize that much time has passed, because we don't talk that often, like that. We talk pretty much every day in messages on Telegram. But as far as like doing a video call, we don't do it that often. So when we do, we just talk and talk and talk, for hours, and time just flies. We don't even realize how quickly the time is going by. So that's what I'm planning to do. That's why I wanted to get everything done that I needed to, so that once, that time comes that I can do that Skype with her, I don't have anything I have to worry about doing. It's like, okay, I've already gotten everything done. Only thing I've really got left to do in there is set up my coffee maker for tomorrow. But that's no big deal, because that's something I do every day. I like to set it up the day before so that, in the morning when I get up, I start it, I feed the cats. By the time I'm done feeding the cats and coming out here and throwing rooster food out and all that, by that time it's already brewed, ready to go, and then I can enjoy my morning coffee. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's been my day. I had talked about before I was going to try to transplant some of these little odd patches of grass that are kind of in strange places that it's like you don't really need to have the grass there. So I was going to transplant some and put them into places, like that, to fill those sections up. But I dug up some today and I was realizing, I was like, I don't think this is really going to work because these little patches are all, I'm surprised there's any grass growing at all because there's so much rock underneath that it's like I could not really dig up, enough of it to really make it work. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So I did end up ordering some stuff on Lazada. It's coming from China, so it's going to be a long time before I get it. But it's like a seeding spray for the lawn. So you're supposed to hook it up to your hose and you put the mixture in this container that it comes in. It's like a spraying container. And it also has the green coloring to it so that it kind of makes your grass look green even though it's not. So it's like you spray it on, oh my God, you spray it on, the brown patches and stuff to try to make it look a little more green, but there's actual stuff in it that's supposed to help your grass to grow. So who knows? I'll see if it works. It may not, but it's worth a try because otherwise I would probably have to hire a landscaping company to come out here to actually go through and dig up all of this stuff out here with all that rock and stuff that's underneath it. It would have to all be dug up, flattened out, and then, all new sod put down and all this. And it just, I don't think that's a possibility for me. So I'm just going to try this spray stuff, see if it helps or not. So anyway, but that's about it for today. I don't think there's really anything much else I was going to talk about. I mean, just my usual stuff. But I am looking forward to talking to my sister later. So, yay, that'll be fun. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. And I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. So have a good one, everybody. And I will see you later.